My Gen Z wife terminated the pregnancy that she had for me. It's been a while that this thing happened and I've not been myself. I'm a man in my early 50s and I got married to this young girl in her 20s. Now, before I got married to her, I've been married before and divorced. Now, let me tell you guys a little bit of my previous marriage. When I got married to my ex-wife, we tried a couple of years to have kids, but nothing was happening. Of which, during this period of our marriage, I was cheating on my ex-wife, and I didn't say anything wrong about it because I felt, I'm a Nigerian man and I'm polygamous in nature. Besides, you don't expect a Nigerian man to eat only one soup. That was what I thought. And my ex-wife used to beg me back then. There was nothing this woman did not do. She would beg me, she would call family meetings, she would pacify me with different bedroom activities. She would even cook my favorite meal so that I would stop cheating. She would cry. But I wasn't listening. I told her that she just have to come to terms with it, that this is me. Of which she tried a couple of years to see if I was going to change, to see if the marriage was going to work, but it didn't. And there was this particular day we had a quarrel, and I told her to her face that I cannot stop cheating. She should just take it as her reality. Then this woman looked at me and said, if that is what you've decided after everything I've tried to do for you to stop cheating, if that is what you've decided, there is no problem. I reluctantly left the house that day and I did not come back. I expected her to call me and, reach out to me like she always did, but she didn't. Now, 2 or 3 days after that incident happened, my ex-wife packed and left the house. I thought maybe it's just it's something. She will always come back. That's what I thought. Men are scarce now. She will always come back. And besides, if she leave me, who is going to marry her? That was what I was thinking. But a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks after my wife left, my ex-wife rather, I did not hear anything from her. And 2 months after, her people sent back my bride price and the marriage got dissolved. Instead of me to beg her, although I was pained that this woman asked for separation, but I did not show it. I had this ego. I felt men are not supposed to beg. Besides, it's not my fault. I'm not the first person to cheat and all this kind of thing. And I felt, I will always get any woman that I want, and nobody's even going to marry her. So I kept it moving. Now, 2 years after our separation, my ex-wife got married, and I was angry. I was angry because when you think something and the opposite happened, that was my case. I thought she was not going to see someone, but she did. And, I just overlooked it and I tried to pacify myself. Of which after our separation, yeah, I dated a couple of ladies. Anytime I'm in talking stage with these ladies, I try to ask them questions and I indirectly ask them if they will accept cheating partners. And most of the time, these ladies will tell me no. So once they give me answers like that, I just don't bother to start relationship with them because I feel I don't have the power to start, going back and forth to have that experiences that I had that I had with my ex-wife. I always felt that, every woman should accept a man, that because men are polygamous in nature, so it's not a big deal. Now, this was how I was on and off with relationship. I didn't get any woman serious. Sometimes I'll just date them for the fun of it. Now, there was this young girl I met not so long ago on Facebook. She's giving Gen Z kind of girl, and her physical appearance was something that I loved, that I liked in a woman. Now, I slide into her DM, we started chatting, then we entered, WhatsApp. Now, after a couple of days of chatting, I see ask her that questions indirectly that I used to ask ladies if they will accept a cheating man. And this girl told me that she doesn't have a problem with a cheating man so long he doesn't do it to her face. When she said this thing, I told myself, this is my wife. Yes. And I even showed more interest. I said, I am going to marry this girl because I'm going to marry her. That's what I said. So we talked for a couple of months and I asked her to marry me. Mind you, I'm in my 50s and this girl is in her 20s. Then she agreed to marry me, and I sent my people to over to her people who got married, and we started living together as husband and wife. The first few months of our marriage was very sweet. Every plays lovey-dovey and all stuff like that, of which I still had my side urchins. You do get. So there was one day that my Gen Z wife was scrolling through my phone and she saw some messages between me and my side urchins, right? She asked me, what is this? Like, who are these people that are chatting? I told her, these are my, people that I used to have fun. I just casually said it because I felt she understood that I'm a man and polygamous in nature based on the reply that she gave me initially when she started. She was like, side urchins as how? What do you mean? So am I not enough for you? I'm like, are you not enough for me? How? Like, I'm a man now. I told you from the starting that I will always, like, what is going on? That's when she was like, she just said that thing because, she was trying to get my attention, not that she meant it. I said, you know that you meant it as how? And I told her, I must do. I cannot be eating one soup. That was the reply that I gave her. So it kind of like led to misunderstanding between the both of us. And from that day, we started having issues. She would always check my phone. No matter how I try to change the password to my phone, this young girl will always find a way to open my phone and see the chats. And every single time that she asks me this question, I will tell her that it's not that deep now. I'm just doing it for the fun. Now, I think exactly almost 8 months into our marriage, let me just say a year into our marriage, that's my young wife told me that this my second wife told me that she's pregnant. So she told me this and I was so happy because I'm already in my 50s. I don't have any children. And part of the reason why I married this girl was because so that she give me children. So I was happy that everything is finally working. When she told me this thing, I was happy. I celebrated. I sent money to her account. I was so happy. And of which the first month of the pregnancy, she was really, really sick. And I tried to make sure she was properly taken care of. And of this day, this girl came to me. I was inside the room. She came to me. I think I just finished having my bath that day and I was rubbing cream on my body. She came to the room and showed me my phone like that. She was like, "So you are still cheating, Abby? They are still chatting you, regardless of everything I told you. You are still cheating, Abby." And I told her, like, "Baby, don't start now. Yeah, this is part of who I am." I just told her, "See, don't start." I just tried to make her, but this girl no yell. She was shouting all over the place. How can I be cheating? And even now that she's pregnant for me, knowing fully well the stress she's going through, that she's falling sick because of the pregnancy, I am still cheating. Am I that heartless? I was telling her it's not a big deal. These are part of the characters that come with an African man. She was like, okay, no problem. So we kind of had a misunderstanding that day, and you know, everybody went separately to go and sleep. I thought it's part of the things that you face in marriage. Then why a couple of days after, no, not a couple of days, a week after, we had that misunderstanding. This Gen Z wife of mine came and told me that she lost the pregnancy. I said, you say what? She said yes, so she lost the pregnancy, and in fact, for the past 1 week, she has been bleeding, she has been in pains, and she's still bleeding. I was like, you lost weight, and like, but what happened? She was like, it's not that nothing, anything unfortunate happened. She just decided she didn't want the pregnancy anymore. So she just went and did the needful. I said, you went and did the needful, Azar. Are you like, I was like, you know how much I want kids. You know, I'm in my 50s, I don't have children. And you went to remove it without telling me. Say, why should she tell me? She doesn't think she should tell me because I'm polygamous in nature and she cannot have a child with a man that's polygamous in nature. So there's no need keeping the baby. And that was it. She said, if I cannot deal with it, I should return the bride price. I should go and collect my bride price, that the money I paid on it. I should go and collect it. In fact, she's no longer interested in the marriage. Guys, when this girl was saying this, I thought I was dreaming. I was even pinching myself so that I'll wake up. I said, you say what? She said, hey, now, since I say I'm polygamous in nature, she has told me a couple of times, stop cheating. And I told her to her face that I cannot stop cheating. So she just decided she cannot carry my child. She doesn't want to have children with somebody. In fact, she doesn't even have power for stress. That she even if I thought she wants to get married, but she doesn't think she can go back and forth, all this marriage wahala, that she doesn't have the power for it. And that was it. Me and this girl went into quarrel and fight her. She didn't even answer me more. She just packed her things and left. I thought it's the same pattern that my first wife did, that this one is going to happen. I thought that she's going to come back, but this girl did not come back. Like play. My bride price was sent back to me. And that was how my second marriage dissolved. Wife, I no get. Pikin, I no get. Now I'm here asking myself, where did I go wrong? Am I the first person to cheat? Please, you guys should tell me, where did I go wrong? I honestly need your advice. Am I the first person to cheat? Nigerian men, African men for that matter, are polygamous in nature. Am I the first person to cheat? And apart from that, why can't women of nowadays accept that men are polygamous in nature? What is there? I'm just having this fun with these women, not that I like them. But my second wife, my Gen Z wife, is not seeing it from that perspective. Now she has aborted, removed the child that I was looking forward to see. This is my second marriage and it is broken. I don't have a wife. I don't have a child. I am heartbroken. I'm confused and I don't know what to do. Please, you guys, I need your advice. I cannot deal with this. How, like, the reluctance is what is even making me pissed. She's so reluctant that like, there's no effort in wanting to make the marriage work. Okay, I've tried to reach out to her, tell her that, oh yeah, don't worry, come back, I will stop cheating. She said no. How can I deal with this, please? I need your advice because I've never found myself in this situation before. Men in the house, what do you think I should do? This story was sent to me by a follower. Please let me know what you think of it by leaving your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to keep your stories coming, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.